Greetings, YouTube. I'd like to make an introduction. This is Millie. Millie, the internet. This is Millie. Millie died on February 17th, 2017. How do I know this? Because it says it right there. She went to the Forget-Me-Not Pet Cemetery Incorporated in Northborough, Massachusetts, where she was cremated. Now, Millie is very likely a dog. She is far too large and heavy to be a cat. I know I have a box very similar to this, slightly smaller scale, in my kitchen with my cat Spam in it. But weighs a fifth of this, maybe less than that. Does not fill up the container. This container is full, and there are bones in here. You can actually hear it clicking around. Now, why do I have Millie? Because Millie was never my dog. Well, you see, I was at a thrift shop, specifically the Goodwill in Hudson, New Hampshire. Now, the Hudson, New Hampshire Goodwill has two sections to it. The front section is the traditional Goodwill store where I shop at on a regular basis. The back half of the store, however, this used to be some big department store or grocery store at one time. The back half is a place called By the Pound, B-A-B-U-Y, By the Pound, which is where you buy things by the pound, hence the name. And for example, books are 20 cents a pound, and you can get some really good deals there. And I've found books that were brand new, never read, some of them still in shrink wrap, but they just decided they didn't want to put them in on the shelves. They had too many books at the time, so they get cycled into there, and this is the last chance. They don't get sold from this place. There's an hour window, and if you don't be there in that hour window, that entire big cart of books gets wheeled away, and it gets put into a dumpster, which goes off to an incinerator, and they wheel out another cart of books. And there are carts of shoes and clothing and hard goods and all kinds of stuff. Now, when I go there, I'm looking for hard goods and for books. I don't look at clothes and shoes. It's not my thing. I have enough. I find enough of those just generally poking in thrift shops and and flea markets and yard sales and stuff. I don't need to go digging through the piles of clothing and shoes at the By the Pound, because it is absolute chaos, utter and complete chaos. And it can be madness when a new cart comes out. People just rush them as soon as they're allowed to start poking and prodding and pulling at them. I'm not one of the people rushing forward. I wait till the rush is over, and then I'll go look at what I find. I do find cool things there occasionally, and stuff that I use in builds, and brand new stuff that I've given away as gifts because it's brand new, and the person doesn't know I spent 25 cents on it. They're just happy to get a gift. Well, while there, I found Millie, which stunned me. Because I'm standing there with this blank look at my face, like looking at this box in my hand and looking around like, did no one else notice that there's a dog here? That Millie was thrown away? She was donated to a thrift shop, and for some reason they thought that was a good idea? And if someone doesn't rescue Millie, she's gonna end up in an incinerator. And I can't let that happen, because I don't think that a pet should be that disrespected. And yes, you're going to say, well, she's in powder form. She's already gone through an incinerator and a blender on top of that. You are correct. But then she went home. And when she went home, she stayed there. Because items don't get cycled through over long times in this place. They show up, and they were put on a truck, and they show up within a few days. They get put into the By the Pound section, and then an hour later they're gone. So she was thrown away recently, maybe because an elderly parent or aunt or uncle or something died, and this was what was left behind, and no one in the family wanted to keep it, so they bundled everything up this person down to donate it to Goodwill. And then some poor sod at Goodwill had to find this box, this heavy box with a dog in it, and say, I can't put this on a shelf. First of all, it's probably considered a biohazard. They probably shouldn't have sold it at all. Shouldn't even end up in the By the Pound section. I'm not sure if this is considered a biohazard or not. Probably not, but still, it's weird. But I can't let Millie get thrown away. I'm a theist that believes in an afterlife. I'm an animist. And as much as my cats may annoy me, as you just saw me pushing the cat off the keyboard, I still love them to death. I can still consider them my brothers and sisters. And I am always there when they pass. When one of my cats has to go down, I'm holding them when it happens. They die in my arms. And it sucks. But I owe them that. And somebody owed Millie something better than this. So, Millie now lives with us. I'm probably going to put her in the living room, where there's the highest level of activity of both people and cats. There are cats in there all day long. There are people in there frequently. My wife sits in there frequently, and the both of us sit in there on Fridays and Saturday nights. Well, unless it's too brutally hot, which is when I'm hiding in the bedroom with the only air conditioning room we have. So Millie's part of our family now. I guess you could say I adopted her. It's not quite how I imagined adopting a dog. But on the plus side, I don't have to pick up any poop for Millie, which is the reason I don't have a dog. I don't want to pick up poop every day. I really don't. I have a litter box, which is very convenient for that, but dogs need to be taken outside and walked to keep them healthy and happy. And I am not that responsible. I don't want to do that every day. Would I fall in love with the dog? Oh, absolutely. Dogs are awesome. But dogs are a level of interaction and work that I just don't want at this point in my life. I'm a cat guy. As much as I love cuddling with my cats, it's also very easy just to tell the cat to shuffle off there for a few minutes there, kitten. I got something to do. So, Millie's home. At least her new home. At least until we pass, I guess. And then someone will have to figure out what the heck they're going to do with Millie again. That's going to be quite a while from now. Maybe I'll put a note on Millie, telling somebody to dig a hole in the yard and bury her ashes. But for right now, she's going to stay inside, where the people and the pets are. Where she'll be around the activity that I'm assuming she enjoyed in life. I'll never know what kind of dog Millie was. But she won't be alone now. And I'll show her a damn sight more respect than whoever it was that wanted to throw her away.